Hey guys out there in YouTube land, Chibi here, and I have the majority of my gang around in different spots. So, um, I decided, because I really have a slight obsession with doll wigs, I have more wigs than I have dolls, that I would do the BJD addicts prompt wigs. It's 27, I think, but I'll put that in the title whenever I load it. But, so, the whole prompt is about, I've watched other people do it, so they say fur versus synthetic. I have synthetic wigs from many different companies. Fur wigs, I have two, uh, mohair wigs, sorry. And I pretty much don't have an affinity for one kind of wig. I have all three of them. Different dolls wear different wigs for different reasons, depending on the personalities and things like that. So, let's see, where do I want to start? I'll go with fur wigs since they're up at the front. These are my three main fur wigs. Let's see, I don't think I have any other ones. Oh, I do have one other one. Plus this wig, which is an SD wig. And I have a love-hate relationship with fur wigs. In ways, they're pretty awesome. You can do some more crazy styling. You can get I like how I can get Castiel's bangs the way I want them exactly and all that. And especially with her, because I love making her hair do some crazy stuff. And for boys, I really like synthetic wigs just because, you know, the flat wig for a boyish boy like Luke here just doesn't really work for his personality to have like a perfect boy cut or something like that. So I really do like the fur wigs. These two right here are Shaggy's from Denver Doll Emporium. They're, for the price, they're pretty good. They're very soft and nice, very easy to style. I do have a problem if I part them in the wrong place, like you'll be able to see the like fabric on the bottom. So I'm kind of cool with them, but I think I have that problem with any fur wig I have, except for my one from Mimi's, which does it a little bit, but not as much. This is the one I have from Mimi's. It is a fur with a synthetic kind of fall down. The only problem I ever had with it, right now the doll it's for is not home. It's my doll Zora. Um, but the only problem I've had with it is the synthetic piece that's hanging down is not the best of quality, so I had to braid it. Sorry, my brain's just totally out of it right now. So I had to braid it to keep it from completely just decimating itself and getting tangled. I've never really had synthetic fiber that got as tangled as this piece right here. So, but that piece, I just bought the wig because it was a really good price for what it was, and I was actually thinking about cutting off the synthetic piece anyways. So we'll see how it works out whenever my boy gets here. And this wig right here is one I bought off Etsy, and it was originally bought for an MSD size doll, but it didn't come anywhere close to fitting. I don't really know what happened with it, but I ended up putting it on her one day, and it doesn't fit her correctly either, and that's why it has like this bump look to it in the back, like she has a bump in her hair, but I thought it was too cute anyways, so I really didn't care so much for it. And that's kind of my main problem with fur wigs, is they're not so exacting. Like, you have to make them exactly to the head for them to stay and fit real good. Like, these two wigs only stay in, like, when I touch his head, only stay for the main reason that I have wig caps underneath. Hers will pop right off, and I have a wig cap for this guy, too, whenever he comes in. And I'll go to mohair wigs, because I have a crap ton of synthetic. And you stop that. Got my wig stand is deciding not to be nice. There. Okay. I have two mohair wigs that I got from Junkie Spot, and oh, they're so soft. I really like how the mohair, it's got less of a part to it. Like when you get it to the part, you can't see as much into like the bottom of the fabric as you can with fur wigs, and it's much softer than any fur wig I've ever owned. Because I have two pretty much matching fur or mohair wigs. They're a bit crazy and hard to tame, which because I have had them on some of my other girls' heads because these are for my twins that haven't come in yet. But I have that as the part of their personality. They're a bit kind of out there, so I thought it fit their personality to have the mohair wigs, and I got them on sale when Emery had the birthday sale. There's like 15% off everything on the site. But those are my only experience with mohair wigs so far. There's a couple that I would like to try that are on Denver Doll Emporium, but I have so much that I need to get to have everyone have clothes and be complete that I haven't had a chance to try out any other mohair wigs. But I will say these are very nice quality. Very same problem with fur wigs with the whole you have to fit them directly. So my girls have the same size head as my Doll Zone girls. I tried them on. I have to get a wig cap for them so they'll actually not move around when they're on the doll head. And onto synthetic wigs. I currently have one unknown wig. I'm not sure what company it came from. A bunch of Doll Zone, Ring Doll, 5-Star Doll, and Angel Studio wigs. And if you've watched my videos before, you know I'm not a fan of Ring Doll wigs. I love Ring Doll. Ring Doll has amazing clothes, beautifully sewn, beautifully lined. Love them. I love my Dark Side Jessica doll, but their wigs are just not my cup of tea. They tangle. This is a Ring Doll wig. They tangle really badly. They get like just messy really quickly, really hard. They do have a very nice feel to them, and my problem with this wig currently is you can see straight into the wig cap. Let's see if I can get that to show. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but you can see straight down to the wig cap in person on her. And my other Ring Doll wig, which is this one, which is the one Bellana used to wear, is it gets really tangly really quickly, and I can't figure out really, without destroying the wig, how to keep it nice and pretty. And I also have the same problem with this one where you can see straight down to the wig cap at the part. So I'm not a huge fan of Ring Doll wigs. I have quite a lot of Doll Zone wigs at the moment, including my Annie full set wig, which came with Annie, and it's pretty nice. It gets a little bit tangly, but for the most part, it's just kind of average. It's not as bad as Ring Doll, and you don't see down to the wig cap on mine, so I've never had that problem with these. I also have I have my big wigs. Draco's wig is a Doll Zone wig, and I love it. It's just slightly tangly when you play with them, of course. And I like that my Doll Zone wigs have a stretch to them, so you can kind of stretch them out, because this wig just does fit him, because the 70 centimeter boys have a bigger head than the other boys. But it has a slight stretch to it. It has very good part to it, and it's only slightly tangly, which I've only really encountered a couple wigs that don't get tangly, at least a little bit. So, thing. And I also have the. Sorry, Draco doesn't want to sit up. I have the Claire full set wig, which is really nice. Which I found kind of funny that actually her wig is huge for her, but it's her full set wig. And but it's also got kind of that stretch to it, like I was talking about. So they have a stretch in the back of theirs, so it has some room to move around, which is what I love about Doll Zone, because even though her wig's a little bit too big, it doesn't really matter because it's stretchy. and it stretches down to her head. And I can actually, it's big enough to get on his head because of the stretch. And this is probably the only, let's see, it's the only short hair wig, synthetic wig I think I have. Yeah, this is the shortest one I have until I get my Frankenstein doll. And the only thing I find awkward about Doll's Own wigs is the quality kind of is different, varying the wig itself. Like, this is a Doll's Own wig that I got off Mint on Card for Nikki here, and it's soft. It's just amazing. It never tangles. It'll have flyaways all the time, but just never, I've never caught a knot in it or anything of that manner. I don't really know why, though, because, I mean, it's totally different quality than the rest of my Doll's Own wigs. So, I'm not really sure why it why it's like that. It's just it's different than all of my other Doll's Own wigs. And then on the opposite spectrum, Annie's wig is I'm not gonna take her hat off because it'll take her whole wig off as well. But she has the blue black Doll's Own wig that's made for boys, which is actually, it doesn't like staying on her head for MSD size boys. MSD size Doll's Own wigs, I had the problem with this one being too big, even though she's an MSD, because it's a actual guy's wig. And this one gets tangly pretty bad. I've seen another one in person, a black white one, the same style wig but black and white, that was completely just like tangled to crap. But this one's, for some odd reason, not as good quality as my other Doll's Own wigs, but not bad actually, even at it, even being the worst one I have from Doll's Own. It's not really bad. You just have to make sure that after you play with her, just to kind of brush your fingers through her hair and make sure she doesn't have any major tangles. And let's see, I have finally, when I got Milana's new wig, this is my first Angel Studio wig, and I plan to get more. I love, love this wig. It doesn't really get tangly, even though it's got a wave to it. It's got a very nice part at the top, which I like, and it's got a very nice feel to it, almost more kind of like human, but it's like got a feel to it like it has product in it, but I don't think it really does. And I'm planning to actually get more Angel Studio wigs now because I love the feel of this wig. I love how it fits perfectly for her. I do have a wig cap on her just so it stops moving a little bit. But other than that, I think as of right now, probably depending on how my other wigs come from Angel Studio might be my favorite place to get wigs because it's very nice quality, very nice wave. It even has some burgundy tints through it, which I didn't know when I bought it. I had seen that there was some burgundy in it, but I thought it was like part of the scarf that that particular doll was wearing. And lastly, not lastly, second to lastly, I have I have a 5-star doll wig that came with my Tong Tong, and it's a really nice wig. It again has a lot of stretch to it, which is really nice, and it's got a very nice kind of wave to it, and it feels nice. Doesn't really get tangly. The only reason I don't use it is it doesn't really fit the style of any of my characters, but it's a very nice wig. I haven't had any problems with it thus far because I have my Tong Tong wear it at points in time. My last wig, I got off the marketplace, and it's very nice. The person, I guess that it came off eBay, and my only real problem with it is it's curly and it has flyaways that don't really look pretty. And I originally got it for this doll, but when I put it on him, it didn't really fit his style because he's kind of a drag queen and very perfectish. So the kind of flyaways kind of, and it's actually It's actually an SD sized wig. It has a lot of. Oh wait, sorry, my computer went black. Don't know why. I just did that. But it's actually an SD sized wig. So, cause I got it thinking it was an MSD. Put it on him and it fits because it's got a hell of a lot of stretch to it. But I've also put it on Belana over here and it fits her perfectly. Actually, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a SD sized wig. So, but it's very pretty. It's an eBay wig, so I don't really know where it came from. It's not the humongously great in quality because it's got like I don't know this weird thing with hairs that are short at the back of the neck. But other than that, I think that's all my wigs currently that I have. Yeah. I have a lot of wigs, not including all the wigs I have coming in. So, if you have any questions about any of the wigs I've shown or like the quality of a specific company, I will say with Doll Zone, look for someone who already owns that wig to figure out the exact quality of the wig, just because they seem to vary a lot between wigs. Not sure why. I really haven't had any trouble. The only wigs I would stay away from is fur wigs that aren't made to the exact size of your doll. If you know for a fact that person has the right size doll who's making it, or also ring doll wigs. And I hate them. They drive me up a wall. I have a new wig coming in for her, and I'm only crossing my fingers that my Frankenstein doll wig is at least decent because it looks like it's fur, which I don't have a ring doll fur wig, so I have nothing to compare it to. And you just don't want to stand up. Whatever. But I'll hopefully do an update in a little bit because I got some Christmas stuff that is doll related, so I wanted to show it off. But if you have any questions, ask, and I'll see you later. Bye.